So, I've wanted to do a video about this guy for a while because he really pisses me off. I mean, he pisses me off to no end. I mean, I've done videos about Alex Jones, David Icke, Paul Joseph Watson, and they really piss me off. But this guy pisses me off to no extent. And this guy, who am I talking about? Well, you've probably seen it in the video description, but I'm talking about Chris from Chris Beat Cancer. And oh my god. Oh. I've already tried to do 2 videos about this guy. And it's just so infuriating to talk about. Because, first of all, this guy is anti-science and anti-medicine. Those should be the first 2 things which should frighten you away from this guy. This guy, in one of his videos, says clearly, as bold as brass, this is what causes cancer. Does he have any scientific evidence to back it up? Nope. Is he a trained scientist or a medical professional? Nope. Yet, clearly as bold as brass, he'll tell you exactly what causes cancer. Of course, what causes cancer? It's apparently a lack of nutrition. So, all this, cancer research that all these scientists and, medical professionals are doing, well, give it up now, because, Chris, once he publishes his paper, he gets the Nobel Prize and all that glory of discovering, what actually cures cancer, because, up until this point, no scientist has been able to accurately say what causes cancer. So that's one of the many things that pisses me off. The next thing is that this guy is an absolute shill. He will push any product, any treatment, and he's definitely getting paid for it, because there's no way he isn't, of anything that is an alternative treatment, regardless whether it has, and again, all these treatments he's pushing don't have any scientific evidence to back them up about what they're saying. So he will, in fact, one of the best things is recently on his blog, he's been talking apparently to the Gerson Institute, and you all know my thoughts and opinions on them. But apparently he used to push this diet, I think it was called the Klein diet, and basically he's decided that the Klein diet doesn't work anymore. This diet that didn't cost any money, didn't cost you any money for nutrients or enemas, and instead you should be going to the Gerson therapy, the one that costs you to come to their clinics, their supplements, and everything else that costs them, that gives them an excuse to ask for money from you. This guy pisses me off beyond belief. And then this is the fun fact. He claims he had no chemotherapy. And from what I can tell, yes, he didn't have any chemotherapy. Good for him. Because, believe it or not, depending on your type of cancer, you may not even need chemotherapy. You could literally just have a surgery and that's it, job done. You just don't need it. Because we're discovering more and more about cancer, and we're finding different ways to be able to treat it. And if you do have chemotherapy or radiation therapy, don't listen to these people that just pull out random numbers and just go, it's not effective at all, because basically they're dumbstruck by the next question of, okay, which cancer is it not effective for? Because it has different reactions to different cancers. Some cancers it's not even used at all because it doesn't affect them. Other cancers it is used because it's highly effective against them. So, and again, this guy, it annoys me to no end because, again, he's quite big. And he's sort of the gateway of how people end up into these alternative routes. And they end up turning away from treatment that could actually genuinely help them. And they end up going to, alternative therapies which have no proof or evidence that they even work. This is why this guy pisses me off. This guy has probably killed thousands, probably hundreds, if not thousands of people unintentionally. And this is what pisses me off most about him. Is, and again, if you do have cancer, listen to your doctors. Don't listen to him, because he's an absolute douchebag of the highest caliber. He knows nothing about cancer. He regurgitates anyone who is anti-science and anti-medicine. So just literally on those 2 points, you should just ignore him completely. But unfortunately, loads of people listen to him when they have cancer because they're scared and they're frightened. And they don't know what to do. So, but please, do not listen to someone like him. Listen to your doctor instead. Or, you know, someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Because this guy has, again, not only has he, again, probably killed unintentionally, or intentionally, we don't know, hundreds of, possibly thousands of people by turning away from, you know, conventional treatment, which again he had, by the way. He didn't cure cancer from his nutritional diet and his exercise. No, he was having conventional treatment. So again, it's an outright lie that he cured cancer. That he cured his cancer from his change in diet and lifestyle. So again, don't listen to this guy. He's an absolute douchebag of the highest caliber. And I will happily say it to his face.